Hi, it's Daniel Wyatt with the Mixing and Mastering program here at DubSpot. In part one, we learned how to utilize upsampling to enhance resolution when we apply the intense processes of limiting, saturation, compression, and reverb. Now we're going to learn how to utilize a reference track within Logic so that we can carefully A/B between the track that we're working on and the track that we're aspiring to match to. So we have a STEM production here from Creator, a graduate of the Mixing and Mastering program here. So now that everything is converted and sounds like this, so now everything's playing back correctly. There's one more thing we need to do. One of the things that we do in the Mixing and Mastering course here at DubSpot is we use reference tracks very heavily. People are used to hearing these, so if we match the production value to these songs, then all of a sudden we know that these songs will be accepted as they go out to iTunes or Beatport. So Creator has given us this reference track. Let's go, and we'll give a quick listen to it. So, big build, exciting track. What we're going to do now is we're going to go to Import inside Logic and import the audio file. And here's his reference track. And you see that now it's automatically doing the sample rate conversion because we've used the import. So we're saving an extra step. And it's creating the overview. And we're going to drag this down onto its own track. Before we do more detailed work, now that the basic composition's together, we're going to apply some mix bus compression or limiting. And the reason that we do this is because oftentimes mixers slave over their work, doing all this detailed work, but when the limiting's applied, all of a sudden they feel that everything has become distorted. It's a lot like you need to blow up the balloon first and then paint the face on it, and then it's going to make sense. If you paint a face on a balloon that's not blown up and you blow it up, all of a sudden the face gets very wide and you're saying, that's not my beautiful portrait, right? So what we want to do is work backwards. We're going to first inflate the balloon by putting on this limiting, and which we need to do to make it loud enough so that it will be accepted in the commercial world. The problem is, when we do our A/B switching, we don't want to have to bypass the master fader compression because we want to be able to switch as quickly as possible. So here's the trick. We're going to go to the mixer and we're going to go to this little plus sign here, and it's going to create an extra auxiliary track. We're going to make a stereo aux track here and hit create. We're going to name this track Mix Bus. And I like capitals, so there's Mix Bus. And if you're English, you can add an extra S. And what we want to do now is also name the reference track so we know, keep track of it. Naming things and keeping track of things is very important. So now we're going to click drag across these tracks, and we're going to assign the output to bus 64, which is the last bus here. And over here on the mix bus, we're going to open up the mix bus, and we're going to have the input be bus 64. So right before we do our comparative analysis, we need to take this mix bus and bring it up. It defaults to negative infinity, which is pretty quiet. So let's put in 0 here, and we want to always have the mix bus and the reference at 0. Never change those fader values because we want to keep it absolutely at unity so that we can compare loudnesses. So then we'll go back here to the arrange, and then we can very elegantly switch between the reference track and our production. Here's the reference track. And then if you option click, watch what happens. It releases the solo and gives us our production. Now you can see we can switch very quickly between the two very elegantly and get a really good comparative analysis. is how we import tracks into sessions so we can start to do reference analysis work. Again, it's very difficult to remember in your mind what good sound is. And the good engineers don't even try. All of the great engineers that I had a chance to work with, they would always bring reference tracks in to whatever studio they were working. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're importing the reference into the track and then very elegantly switching between our production and the competition. You can take a look here at the routing and you can duplicate it. This is the best way to set up a reference track within your production. I'm Daniel Wyatt. Stay tuned to dubspot.com for more mixing and mastering tutorials.
Welcome to DubSpot. We believe in providing you hands-on experience right away. Whether you're completely new to music and want to turn the sounds in your head into a musical reality, or you're an experienced artist looking to refine your skills and add new tools to your arsenal, we're ready to meet you at your level. For students of all ages, all levels, and all styles of music, DubSpot is here to help you achieve your goals. With course offerings both online wherever you are and at our school in the heart of New York City, we are ready to guide you through the next phase of your musical transformation. Whether you want to produce music, DJ, or do both, you've come to the right place. Come explore DubSpot for yourself. Become a part of our community and make music.